I'm done with this shower. What a good morning. Hold on, let me actually go check my computer if I have any work to do. Oh yeah, we do have one email. Let's see. What does this say? Okay, that's pretty easy. What's up everyone and welcome back to another video, and today I'm bringing you something special. And the reason I say that is because we have to go pick up 2 SWAT cars, take them to the police station. This is another contract that the police has hired us to do since, they just love how I do my jobs. And before I continue, we only have till the afternoon to complete this job. So we don't have too much time, so we have to be fast. So before I continue to you guys know the drill. Smash that like button and subscribe, and let's begin. So of course we're gonna be taking my favorite truck, the Northern Gray. I believe this is a Ram, I could be wrong. 2021. It's got the beefy double tires. Enough glazing, let's start heading over to the gas station where we're going to have to pick up the semi, and then head over to the mechanic shop, pick up the new SWAT cars, and then finally drop them off at the police station. So pretty simple job, but it is going to be quite heavy. And keep in mind, we have to do this all before the afternoon. So the road is clear. Let's continue going straight. And it's kind of difficult driving this way because we've got the literal sun blazing into my eyes. So hopefully we do not crash. I'm going to be a little bit extra careful because I don't want to crash this truck. But it seems that we're going to have to take a right on this turn. And okay, the road is clear. Let's carefully go into this road. Hopefully it does not rain, because when it does rain, these jobs tend to get a little bit more difficult because the visibility just goes to trash. I will not lie. We have another stop sign right here, and let me start putting on my blinkers because the gas station should be on the left side. Everything looks clear. Let's make that turn. My goodness, the sun is super bright. This is bad. This is super bad. Thankfully the gas station is right here, so let me put on my blinkers. All right, nothing. And let's see, where should we park? Should we park right here? Yeah, let's park right here. Actually, let me turn around, and there we go. Let's put this in park, turn off the engine, and let's get into this semi. Let me actually pick up a Bloxy Cola because I know I'm gonna get thirsty. So let's see, Bloxy Cola is right here, and I don't think we have to pay because yeah, there is no cashier. Yep, the store is entirely clear. So if you guys do come to this liquor store, feel free to grab a Bloxy Cola because it is free. So we've got the semi right here with the big trailer. You guys have probably seen this in a dozen videos, or actually probably like in 5 to be exact. But anyways, let's hop in. Engine is on, and let's start making our way over to the mechanic shop. So let me actually U-turn right here. Hopefully I should be able to turn right here. Let me actually back up a little bit. There we go. And let's carefully pull out of this gas station. So the road seems to be clear. Let me carefully turn into this road without taking the stop sign. Alright, nice. Kind of scared me for a bit. And let me actually turn on my beacons. There we go. And now all we have to do, heading over to the mechanic shop so we can get these new SWAT cars on top of the trailer and have them successfully delivered. I'm gonna try not to speed too much because last time I was speeding down this road, there was an unmarked police car and he ended up pulling me over and gave me a $500 ticket. So I guess this job is pretty much gonna cover that ticket. So let's start slowing down right here. Put on our blinkers. We're gonna make a right turn, and let's carefully do that. All right, super nice. The mechanic shop should actually, this is not the mechanic shop. I always get confused, but this is the implement store. So the mechanic shop should be down here, and that sun is definitely still bright. It might give me a headache. All right, cool. So the mechanic shop is right here. So let me put on my blinkers, start making a left turn right here, and let me actually park right here as usual. Let me actually align myself so we can get these things loaded. I feel like I've been getting better at maneuvering these semis. So there we go. Let's put this in park, and let me turn off the engine because the gas is super high. And look at that, we've got the SWAT cars right here. So let's open this garage, and let's open this one as well. All right, nice. So let's begin with, actually before we begin, let's put on the ramps, or how else are we going to put on these SWAT cars? So there we go. Now all we have to do is start putting on this one. Engine is on, and let me actually turn and align myself so I can get this thing on top. So let me turn right here, back up a little bit, and oh, hold on, we don't want to mess this up because this thing is huge. All right, I think we are good. Now let's carefully place this. Okay, nice. There we go. Now let me just park it a little bit up front. There we go. Actually, you know what, let me get a little bit closer. There we go. Engine is off, and let's continue with the second vehicle. Alright, nice. We've got the second SWAT car, the last one that we have to put on to the trailer. So let's hop in. Engine is on, and let's pretty much repeat the same process. Let me back up a little bit, and we should be ready to put these things right up on top. Oh, careful. There we go. Okay, now don't hit it. Park. Woo, look at that. I almost ended up hitting it. Engine is off, and look at that. 2 SWAT cars on top of the trailer. And let's put up the ramps. Before I do hop into the semi, let me actually take a drink of my Bloxy Cola. So Uh-oh, what happened to my head? Oh, there you go. And now we're almost complete with this job. All we have to do is finally deliver these 2 SWAT cars to the police station. So let's hop into the semi. Engine is on. There we go. For a second, I didn't want to turn on. And now we are going to have to make a super tight turn right here. Careful now. We don't want to take the... Oh, look at the stop sign. Look at that stop sign. All right, cool. We're not taking it. The stop sign is safe for today. Was that not pretty impressive? All right, let's carefully turn right here. Okay. Well, we got the campsite right up ahead. But look at these SWAT cars. They are huge. I think they're pretty cool. I'm wondering if the SWAT cars have like weapons inside of them. The road is clear. Let's continue going. But yeah, this job so far has been pretty easy, I won't lie. And okay, nice. So we've got the police station right here. So let's start carefully pulling into the station. And I'm gonna try not to take the stop sign. Okay, careful. Am I gonna hit it? I am. Let me actually back up. Alright, there we go. I was able to maneuver a little bit more just to make sure I didn't hit the stop sign. And let me actually park right here. Let me just make sure that I am straight. There we go. Let me actually put on the parking. Engine is off. And did I put up the ramps? Okay, nice. I thought I forgot like last time. So let me actually put them back on. There we go. And let's begin with this SWAT car. I wish I was taller so I can easily get into these cars, but you know, I'm okay being short. So let's hop into this one. Engine is on. There we go. Oh, careful. We don't want to hit that. And now let's carefully back up. Oh, hold on. There we go. First SWAT car successfully unloaded. And now, let's see. Where should we park them? Should we park them back here or up front? Let's actually park them back there. So let's quickly do that. All right, nice. And now all I have to do is back into this parking. Just like so. That is perfect. Park and engine is off. Look at that. First one successfully delivered. All we have to do is to deliver the last one. I wish this game would add a sprint feature because sometimes it just takes forever to walk and sprinting would just make it easier. So if the game developer is watching that, can you guys please add that? So let's hop into the last SWAT car. Engine is on. So let's carefully do this. Wheels are nice. Careful. Oh. There we go. Look at that. Super smooth. And now all we have to do is park it right next to that one. Now let me just back into this parking lot carefully. I don't want to hit the other SWAT car. Nice. A little bit more. There we go. We've got this SWAT car in park. Engine is off. And look at that. 2 successfully delivered SWAT cars. I think that deserves a little dance. And we were able to do this job right before the sun even hit the afternoon. And obviously, all we have to do is return this back where we got it from. So let's quickly pull out of the police station. And let's get this semi delivered back to the gas station. And thankfully, we do not have the sun blazing into our eyes. Because you guys remember when we were heading our way over here, the sun was just destroying my eyes. So the gas station is right here. So let me carefully pull into here without making sure I don't hit any cars coming. Let's park it right here. Gotta make sure I am good. There we go. Put this in park. Engine is off. Nice. We've successfully delivered the semi with the tray. No way. Did I seriously forget to put up the ramps again? Dude, I'm gonna get fired if they find out. Here, let's quickly put this up. I don't think anyone saw. Anyways, let me actually get back into my truck and let's start making our way back home because I need to give you guys my thoughts. Home sweet home. Engine is off. That is pretty much the entire job. We successfully managed to deliver 2 brand new SWAT cars to the police station. We got paid and we were able to do this right before the afternoon. With that conclusion, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. And if you guys did, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys on to the next APM video. Peace.